Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm talking about this, the L'Oreal Skin Perfection Advanced Correcting Serum. I don't know why it's taken me so long to try this, because one of my viewers did say, have you tried it? And I hadn't, and I'm not sure why it didn't appeal to me. I think it was because it's a serum, and serums I've used in the past, I haven't really liked the texture of them. They can sometimes feel to me, they can sometimes feel a little bit kind of greasy, but they don't seem to give enough moisture. I know that that's the point of them, and that's just me being fussy. But the other thing is, it felt like an extra step that I didn't see any results from, because there were never enough without using a moisturiser. So I think that's why I wasn't attracted to it. But they were on offer in Boots. I'll give you the details of the prices and everything as they would go on. And I thought, no, I'm going to give it a go. I think the other thing that kind of encouraged me to give it a go is I tried the Lancome Dreamtone. I had a few samples and I just thought it was the most amazing thing ever. The smell was lovely, it smelled very luxurious. I've done a whole video on the Lancome Dreamtone, which I will put a link to below. And I thought, oh, I wonder if this is anything like it, because the bottle looks very similar. They're both, I've got a little picture of it here, they are both pink. In fact, I might try and put a picture in where they're side by side. And I thought, I wonder if this is trying to dupe that. So I thought I'd check it out. And as you can see, maybe I'm about halfway down. So I've been using this for 3 weeks. I used it for 3 weeks because I can't find where it is now, but somewhere the claim was that you would see a difference in 2 weeks. So I wanted to give it the full time. I've got my notes here. I have been kind of watching every day. The other thing that really appealed to me about this was it claims to refine your pores, and I have had problems with large pores here lately. So I will read you out the claim and what it says the results are going to be. So it says it's a powerful formula enriched with Perline P and patented LR2412, helps transform the appearance of skin quality as if perfected, designed to penetrate through the skin's epidermis layer. It then goes on to say that your pores will look virtually undetectable, tone will look more even, skin texture feels silky soft, and the Satin Touch Serum helps boost hydration and refine the skin texture. Instructions are to apply morning and evening, alone or before using your day moisturiser. Apply a few drops to your fingertips and massage into your face. The interesting thing about the Lancome Dreamtone is it doesn't tell you what their ingredients are, whereas here it's telling you about Perline P and patented LR2412, as if we even know what they are. But when you look at the Lancome Dreamtone, it says triple action technology, but it doesn't really tell you what the ingredients are. So I found that interesting. The price of this L'Oreal Skin Perfection is currently £11.33 in Boots. It's on offer at the moment, and you get 30ml. The price of the Lancome Dreamtone is £69, but you get 40ml, so a little bit more, but obviously a huge difference in price. This one doesn't come in a different colour, it's just the one cream, and it's a colourless cream. The Lancome Dreamtone comes in 3 different colours. And I think Lancome seem to be promoting that you can, once you've used that for a while, you can go without foundation. But it is talking about evening out your tone and blemish marks. This seems to be saying the same thing though, that it's about refining your pores and evening out your tone. Kind of similar effects. The packaging on both of these is a pump. I have looked at the Lancome Dreamtone bottle. I haven't actually bought it. The difference being this one has got a top, whereas with the Lancome it is in a pump, but you turn this to be able to turn it on to pump it, and then you turn it back, so it doesn't have a separate lid, which is kind of cool technology. But this is still very nice packaging. I really like this. It's very easy to use. So you need about 2 pumps. This is going to last pretty well, because like I said, I've been using this for just under 3 weeks and I've used about half, so it's going to last, you know, over a month. For £11, I don't mind that. I think that's pretty good. The feel on the skin is just amazing. This is, I would say I would give the Lancome Dreamtone feel on the skin a 9.5 out of 10, and I would give this a 9 out of 10. So as you can see, hardly any difference. And if you watched my video on Dreamtone, you'll see that I raved about it. I just think it feels lovely on the skin. The difference between this, the only difference I can feel, is this is a little bit thinner. Dreamtone is a little bit thicker and feels a little bit more moisturising. I could use the Dreamtone and not put any moisturiser on. I can't with this one, and it's a little bit thinner. I don't mind it being thinner, but it doesn't give as much moisture, because I did put it on once. It says you can use it alone or with your day moisturiser. I used it alone and my skin felt kind of tight almost immediately, like once I'd put my makeup on, when it was too late to put any moisturiser on. And it wasn't uncomfortable during the day, but I noticed it, you know, I was aware that I hadn't put a moisturiser on. However, if I did that with the Dreamtone, I felt like I was getting enough moisture. So there is that difference there. For that price though, I am definitely going to repurchase this 100% as soon as this is gone. In fact, before it runs out, I'm going to get it because it just feels so lovely. The scent on both of them I think is the same. It's both very perfumed, so if you're looking for skincare that is not perfumed, then neither this or the Dreamtone is for you, because yeah, they're both very highly scented. That's something that I really enjoy in my skincare and in my makeup. It's part of the process for me. I know, like I said, a lot of people are very anti perfume in their makeup and skincare and things they're putting on their face, but for me it's part of the experience. It's a luxury experience for me in the evening, kind of cleansing my face, moisturizing, and it just smells, I can't explain the smell. I'll show you what the liquid is like though coming out. So that's what it's like. It's quite thin, but it's very silky feeling. Neither of them have caused me any breakouts, so I'm really happy with that, because sometimes things can cause me to break out, and I've put them both over my chin area and had no issues with that at all. So the final question is, did it work? Did it do what it said it was going to do for like even out your tone, etc.? Well, this is where I guess I kind of fall down in my review a little bit, because I used the Lancome Dreamtone for probably a couple of weeks, and I didn't pay too much attention to what it was doing to my skin, because I was never going to go without foundation. I didn't feel like I had that much unevenness that I would be able to tell the difference, and I should have taken photos like before and after, and I didn't, unfortunately. All I knew with it was I loved using it. It made my skin feel amazing, and I even considered spending the £69 on it, but I did think I might add it onto like my birthday list or something. Now I've tried this, I won't be using that at all. So I can't really speak to whether or not it did change my skin tone, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it did. It didn't have any claims for changing the pores though, so when I saw that this had a claim for improving the pores, I knew that I could take a picture and I could tell if I could see a difference. Now, I can show you a picture side by side, I'll show you that now, of before and after. So that's day one before I used this, and then 2 weeks afterwards. I think 2 weeks and a couple of days after using this. And I don't think from the pictures you can tell much difference in the pores, but overall I think there is a difference in my skin, and I don't know whether it will show in the photos. I've kind of stared at the photos and thought I can see it ever so slightly in the photos, but more in person I feel like my skin looks completely different. I just feel like my skin it does look more refined. The skin texture does look more even, and there's not a huge difference on my pores, but there is a little bit of difference. There is enough that they're not quite as obvious as they were before, and I definitely think it's done something, and that's only after a couple of weeks. So if you haven't guessed by now, I am kind of addicted to this, and I am a big fan. Yeah, it's a shame that I can't really tell you about the Dreamtone, but I did the review as a first impressions review. Like I said, I'll stick that in the description bar below so that you can see. And I was originally just going to do a review of this and tell you guys about this, but having used it, I just realised how similar it is to the Dreamtone, and I wonder if they're trying to dupe that, you know, themselves, if L'Oreal are trying to dupe that. And I know that I don't think it is Lancome that own them, is there? But there is, one of the designer houses owns L'Oreal, so I wouldn't be surprised if they had access to that kind of technology. So I think that's everything I can tell you. I don't have any kind of dark spots on my face other than my freckles, and I'm not sure it's toned down my freckles. You can have a look at the photo and see what you think yourself, but yeah, definitely feel a difference. This is now holy grail skincare, part of my routine, that will be part of my routine for the days to come. So I hope that was useful for you. If you have any questions at all, please do stick them in the comments below. I've just remembered something else that I wanted to tell you actually. I specifically wanted to use this without using the L'Oreal Skin Perfection Day Moisturiser, because it does come with a day moisturiser as part of the kind of group of products. And I was tempted to buy that as well. I didn't buy it for two reasons. One, I have so many moisturisers to get through. And the other reason was I wanted to see if this had any effect on its own without combining it. And if I'd used it with the moisturiser, then I wouldn't have known which product had an effect. Now that I know that it's this, I am going to introduce the day cream and see how much of a difference that makes. You know, if there's a kind of, can't think of the word I mean, but where you've added something in and cumulative, that's the word I was looking for, if there is a cumulative effect. So I'm pretty sure you'll see this in my favourites at the end of the month. If we're only on 1st of February. I've already done my January favourite, so I'm going to buy the day cream today. So at the end of February, you will see this probably, and you may well see the day cream as well if I feel like that is good as well. So again, thank you very much for watching. Any questions, stick them in the comments. Let me know if you have bought either of these and which is your favourite, and I will speak to you again very soon.